I was always a big, not attention hog, but like I really liked being on stage. I always really liked that. And I always did music and theater because I knew it was something I was good at. So just the feeling of like being able to show off something that you're really confident about is just brings me a lot of joy and always has. So I was your quintessential theater kid. I did musicals every single year. I did plays. That was my life in high school. I made all my friends there. I have such good memories of that, and I remember just being like, yeah, it's like how I knew I wanted to do it for the rest of high school. It was fun. It was an experience. I miss it sometimes, but I'm happy where I am at now. So I knew I wasn't going to be pursuing it professionally, but I knew I wanted to keep music in my life. Being a beauty was a huge part of the reason of why I love being at UT so much, because I feel so connected to so many people.
It really gave me a sense of community when I first got here. When I first got here, my roommate ended up dropping out, so I didn't really have anyone to talk to. I really wasn't in many other orgs, maybe like one other org, and so this was I became really close with the beauties. They're kind of like my best friends.
Being able to participate in that with people that you love, like genuinely love, is really beautiful. So I think for me, that's kind of what it feels like. It provides me so much, almost like internal peace and joy.
I think we're very close-knit because we trust each other. We know that we mean well, and it shows in our singing, like in our performances, that we love being with each other.
When you're performing, people can really tell if you're comfortable with one another, and we rehearse so much that you kind of have to be comfortable with each other. I wouldn't want to spend as much time as I do with beauties if I didn't like the people I was doing it with. It's like, it feels like you're practicing for you're like a pop star almost. It's like a very weird feeling that you will never get in your life again.
No matter how many times you perform on stage, every single time is different, and it's so exciting every time to get up on stage and see the audience and be like, oh my gosh, I'm ready to sing. It's so cool.
It's always nerve-wracking the first minute before you go. You're like, oh my god, what if I fall or something, or trip or whatever. But the minute that you start, and this is the experience I've always had on stage, it's just it goes away. The nerves kind of go away. When you're in there, you feel so joyful. And then when it's done, you're like, wow, that went by so fast. And I feel like right after we're done, we're always like, oh no, I tripped, or this note was a little bit off. But while you're up there, it's you're not thinking about any of that. You're just having so much fun. It takes you back to if I could do this for the rest of my life, I could, or I would, but it's awesome. It's the one thing that I've never been insecure about. I've never been insecure about my singing voice and how I sound. It's something that I know I'm good at. It's nice to be able to show that to other people, and for other people to see that this is a really important part of who I am. It's like sharing a part of it's like being vulnerable in a different way. That's sounds nice, I guess. That sounds pretty. I always say I don't know what I would do if I didn't sing at all in my life. It's really important to me. And yeah, I feel I talk about it all the time to people I know, but it's, you don't randomly sing in front of most people. So it's fun also to get your friends to see oh, this is what I'm doing. And they're like, wow, you're actually pretty good. And you're like, yeah. So it's really special to be able to spend a lot of time on singing and choreographing. And I recognize that I probably won't be able to do this forever. And I'm coming to the end of the latter half of college, and eventually I'm going to be going to grad school and going to work, and I'm not going to have as much time to do this. So many of the girls in our group are pre-med and pre-law, and are going to be taken in way different directions for the rest of their lives. So to be able to have this time to come together is really special, and be able to actually just sing and have people hear how good of a singer you are is just so cool. I don't know, I'm gonna miss it a lot, I think, but I'm trying to take it in while I have it, not trying to think too much about it being over.
Someone can come here. Okay, I can come right here. Oh my god, my legs. No, I see it. We can't see everybody. Rita, Shreya, Anna, come to the side.